Hi. I wanted to share with you today step one of my process of helping individuals get a clearer picture of their finances. I created something that I want to share with you. I'm going to share my screen and I'll go through the steps on how to create a financial snapshot and what that means, at least for me. So this is what I created. You'll see it has the financial snapshot, and I indicated the name here, the month and year. I tend to look at my finances on a monthly basis and sometimes more frequent depending on what's going on. If there's more expenses coming through in a particular month, I'll do it more often. But this is really the starting point of where I start with any of my clients. I start off with understanding what credit cards, what debt, what money is sitting in the bank, basically anything that will help create a full picture of where you guys stand. I'll go through these. These are basically some options. You are able to save this. What I like about this is that it is privacy. So you'll get the link and you'll be able to do it on your computer. I won't have access to the information unless you share and we go through it together. If you want to set up a free consultation, I'm happy to work with you. So here you can save everything that's been populated and I'll show you how to load it. I've already pre-populated one and I'll show you how I can load that information back in. You can also export it in Excel. It is available in English and Spanish, and you can also print the information that's here, and it's good to have if you want to be consistent and just print it out every month just to have it with you. And if you're working toward a goal, you can see how you're progressing and how much you want to save or you want to pay down in your credit cards or any other debt that's available. And then if you don't want, you can start over. So those are the options up here. Then we have the bank account section. So that's the first thing. It's understanding what you have sitting in your bank account. You can put in the name if you have multiple banks that you have for savings for different purposes. You can list it out here in this column. You can just type in the information, the last 4 digits of that account number. Again, that's for your purposes. Nobody's going to be seeing this but you unless, we have a call. Then your balance in that bank account, and let's say this is a joint account. You can indicate that in the notes as well. So that's the bank section. You can list out all the banks that you have money sitting in there, whether it's saving, high yield savings account, checking accounts, etc. Then you have credit cards. So the credit cards are broken down into 2 sections, 2 parts, just because in order for it to fit nicely on the screen, it had to be broken out into 2 sections. So here, you can also put in the card number. So let's say you have a JetBlue card, a Marriott card, and you wanted to add some more. You have more cards, you can list them out here. And you'll see that every time I add a card, it will generate another column in the second section. So here, same thing, last 4 digits of that credit card or account number. The beginning balance, let's say you have some debt there. If nothing has changed in that month, it'll be the same. This is the APR, so how much the credit card pays you on an annual basis for any spending that is on that credit card. When is it due? You'll enter that information here. If you have any cash advance limits, some credit cards do, some don't. You can enter that here. If you've used some of that, you can enter what's available. So this is how much the company gives you for a cash advance limit. And the available for cash advance is, let's say you took out $3,000, this would be $760, is how much would be left. Credit limit is how much your credit limit is on that credit card. So we can probably say maybe 30,000. If you have 250 used up on the credit card, then your available credit automatically populates. And this one, let's say I use for travel, you can indicate that in the notes as well. So that is the credit card section. Then we have utilities and households. So here are things like water, electricity. Again, last 4 digits of that account. I'm just entering stuff here. What the amount is. So for example, some water and electric bills are usually either twice a month or quarterly. So here, just the average, I'll enter here. In the notes, I can indicate it's quarterly and paid upon request, because usually those payments need to be paid as soon as you get the bill. And the same for ESG. Due date is actually paid upon request. However, this one is every 2 months. So you can indicate that here, and paid upon request. And then you can add if there's other utilities that you have, or household bills that you have. Then we have the loan section. And again, this section is broken up into 2 parts. We have it that way just because, again, the space on the screen is not sufficient. So try to break it up into 2 so it still kind of has the same framework. So here, for example, you can put your mortgage payment, and let's say you also have a car payment. You can put in the last 4, what balance you have on it. Let's say you have $52,000 left on your overall mortgage. However, your payment is $1,841, and usually for the most part, mortgage payments are due at the beginning of the month. And same thing here for the Honda. Let's say you owe $25,000, but your payment is $572, and the date that it's due, you can indicate that here as well. And here is the APR. So usually this one, 180 months, so 15-year mortgage. You can indicate that. You can indicate how many more, let's say 24 months left on. And this one, let's say, I think this one, the $399 for usually 60 months, 5 years, let's say 2 years left on our payment. So you can add notes as well. Anything that you find it's important to notate, it can go here. And last but not least, we have the memberships and subscriptions. So these are things like Amazon, your Disney Plus, or any other app, Netflix. Amazon is usually an annual. Let's put $159, divide that by 12, it's $13.25 a month paid for the year, renews January 2027, let's say. Disney Plus, monthly. So here you can put whatever your monthly payment is for Disney, and you can even indicate, or actually, let's say you got the promotion on Black Friday and it's $4.99. Promotion ends November 2026. You can indicate that. So that gives you a summary up here. So these options up here are automatically populated based on the information that's been filled out. And here you can create or you can save the backup. So I can save this here. It will create a .json file that you can load back in for the next month. So let's say we're doing this for June 2026. I'll put my name, and then you'll see, this is where you can see how much you have, how much credit card balances you have, what your monthly obligations really are, and then how much you have available in credit. And I'll show you, you can load. Actually, if I wanted to start over, I'll show you how to start over. So right now I'm going to show you what I've already done. So I'm going to erase everything that's here. I'll click OK to clear everything. And I'm going to go and load back up. So this one I had done earlier today. I'm going to load that JSON file. And you'll see that all my information has been populated. Along with the notes, everything basically has been populated. Now the export to Excel, this is a cool feature. Earlier I said that the snapshot, the dashboard, you can either manually enter it on the screen if you download the .html, or you can also populate this in Excel. It's available both in English and Spanish. So if I switch to Spanish, you'll see everything is in Spanish, and it will populate everything as if you had used the Excel file. And you'll see here that at the bottom, it doesn't have totals. In order for that to populate, you'll need to enable, and that will generate. And you'll have basically, if you would have done this in Excel and it's in Spanish. And now if I go back to English, export to Excel, and you'll have that financial snapshot as well. And if I click enable, the bottom part here will populate. So like I said, I wanted to create this because this is really the starting point. This, I believe, is step one, is understanding where you stand financially before you make any plans of either increasing or investing. It's always good to have your full picture of everything that is available to you, any debt, any money that's sitting. I have worked with some clients that have multiple bank accounts, and they thought they didn't have money, but they actually do. It's just not fully visible. And I think this really helps to summarize everything. Now, the other options you have here are the print. So print PDF. You'll see you can print this, and honestly, I would print this every month. That way, for example, if you're trying to pay off debt, you're able to print this and see how you keep improving month to month. So that's an option there. And then also, if I switch over to Spanish, you're able to see that in Spanish as well. And if you want all of this to be available and not cut out, let's switch to landscape. And you'll see that all that information populates. You're able to see that. I think it cuts out a little bit here, but for the most part, you're able to see everything that you had populated. So I hope you find this helpful. As I said, the download to do this manually in .html will be available at the website, as well as the Excel versions in both English and Spanish give you some options as to how you want to display or what works best for you. The exports, if you do decide to do it on your computer, you're able to export all this information in Excel file and continue from there if you wanted to. So I hope you find this helpful, and tune in next week for step 2 of how I would go about understanding your finances and what next steps, especially if you're trying to pay off debt. Thank you.